Well, good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and others. Uh, Bugger. As you can see, I'm really low status charge. What I did last night is I left the dehumidifier running all night, so it's quite a low load of 200 watts. No, it's about 180 watts all night, and because I wanted to see what the state of balance is like at the bottom of the state of charge, and as you can see, it is absolutely shockingly bad. Maximum voltage is 3.195 volts, and obviously I've had a minimum cell disconnect some point in time this morning or last night, and it's 2.596 volts, and I've got a delta V deviation between the cells of nearly zero point 0.6 of a volt, 0.598, 598 millivolts. Holy shit. I don't really know how to improve the state of balance um, right down the bottom in the state of charge. So the high cell, cell 12, and the low cell is number 14. Again, that's a repeat offender. I've got it noted down. But the trouble is so is cell 12, cell 6, cell 16, and cell 5. They're repeat offenders on the little tally chart that I've been keeping an eye on sort of over the last year probably that this has been on the bench. Uh, so yeah, I really do not know how to improve on right down the bottom. I'm gonna be missing out on a bloody good chunk of charge. Um, so there's a lot of ampere hours that I can't access, and as usual, so at the moment, I'm probably looking at the grade, whatever they are, grade fucking F cells from LiitoKala, the bloated, under capacity, clearly used cells from AliExpress. I tested them 83 to 84 ampere hours, and if I'm losing 20% of that, well, I'm only getting 60 ampere hours throughout the day and overnight, which is tiny. And then, well, it's usable, but you need to account for it, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Uh, so, time to scratch the head and have a think. Right, got a bit of a stalemate situation going on now. The battery's in a low state of charge and they get a cell disconnect, and the inverter really doesn't like it. I've had a couple of alarms come up, and the last one, error 53, which is a soft start fail, it won't reset. It's early morning, there's not enough solar coming in to sort of keep things alive and awake, and get a little bit of trickle into the battery. So as soon as the inverter turns on and goes, oh, wakey wakey, the cell drops right down and it all quits. So I'm gonna have to go dark, I think, and turn it off and restart it all. So I turn the MOSFETs off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn in. And that one. Right, so battery's disconnected, solar off, inverter off. Bugger. I'll give it a couple of minutes, and then I shall turn the solar on, because there is, well, according to the Gumtree specials that are in the same sort of orientation, one of the strings is given 120 watts at nearly 8 o'clock in the morning. The panels charging the batteries are sat right in front of that string on the grass, so I should be getting some power off of them, hopefully enough to keep the inverter alive. Yeah, I'll turn off the isolator switch for the AC grid supply to the utility room, so that when the inverter wakes up, it's not trying to energize anything or power anything. Everything's turned off in the kitchen and utility anyway. So I see how it goes. Right, that's long enough for Gary. PV on. The inverter's woken up. Clickety clicks. I've got a B2 alarm, which is the battery's disconnected. That's fine. Right. Right. So I'll give it a try with just the charge MOSFET. Yes. Thank you. It's still not connected to the inverter, still not recognised it. You git. So discharge MOSFET. Alright. Right, the inverter's now recognised it. And it's charging a little bit. 112 watts. So, right, making progress. No alarms so far. I'm going to give that a little rest and a trickle in whatever it can. One glitchy thing that I have noticed about the old dilly dally, and it's really quite infuriating, the column count for the, sorry about that, the screen record cut me off. Right, one thing I have noticed that's glitchy about the dally and is really quite annoying is the remaining capacity ampere hour column counter. It doesn't seem to register anything below 2 amps. So any small drains and any small charge is not counted towards the total. So the percentage guess'ometer goes wonky. So you've got that going wonky, and also the state of the bottom balance of the cell deviation is terrible. So you've got that going wonky as well. So what I might do is, going on the theory that I am missing a good chunk of capacity, I want to see if I get the guess'ometer dialed in anywhere near right. So I'm losing a good chunk, maybe 20 hours. So I'll set my overall rated capacity down to 64, and I'll see how it goes. because the other thing is as it's counting what's going in, as soon as it was getting to the 84 ampere hours that I had set, it would go reset to 100% instead of waiting until what am I going to say? Waiting until like a high cell voltage disconnect or pack overall voltage is reached. With the absorption of the LiFePO4, it could actually go to more than 84, if you catch my drift, if it's not quite dialed in right. We'll see how it goes. Alright, thanks for putting up with my waffle. Hopefully that's that sorted. Whilst I've been stood here waffling, the inverter's not alarmed out, and the low voltage disconnect on the battery BMS hasn't kicked in. So that's progress so far. Baby steps, my word. Alright, thanks very much for putting up with my waffle. I'll keep you posted. Please give us a cheeky like and subscribe if you find any of this daily diary helpful. Thank you very much. Take care. It's me again. It just popped in my head that I forgot to, and I suppose I really should, reset the back state of charge set. I'll put that down to 0. So I have changed the pack capacity from 84 down to 64, and I've had it quit at 20% state of charge. So that's my theoretical 0, and my theoretical rated capacity in my head is 64 ampere hours. So we'll see how we go with that. And it's not zeroed. Why is it? Go on, behave yourself. Why is that not behaving itself? Oh, Jolly, you're a pain in the boobies. 1%. Setting this timed out, input invalid. How can you freaking 0, 0? Setting timed out, input invalid, reset. Are you? Right, try again. I love technology. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, thank you. God, it's either me that's dim-witted or it's this that's dim-witted. So state of charge is 0, and my theoretical rated capacity of 64 ampere hours. Ba-boom, 0. Because my cells are right down the bottom still, 50 volts pack voltage. So we are trickling up a little bit with what solar I've got coming in, which is 165 watts at 20 past 8 in the morning. Quite foggy outside as well. Right, I promise that's all for now. Thank you very much for putting up with me. Bye bye for now.